Just rapid.
How is that even possible?
I know, the classic at Blitz that are excluded from that stat that you just saw. So rapid chess, I mean, that's a pretty significant edge, I want to say, for Magnus.
Yes.
And look at this.
We have
I was about to say we're going to see a Sveshnikov or a Russell Emo. No. A Taimanov? No. Lepin? Levon, most of his career, D4 player, wanted to make the ambidextrous move and to become an E2, E4 player. It's very, very, very hard because you've got to study an entire, completely different branch of theory. But now, having said that, sometimes you have what are called natural E4 players. And for me, Vichy, for example, was always an E4 player. Later he played D4 and he played it very well. But he always struck me as an outstanding E4 player. Has Levon become a naturalized E4 player in your opinion, Laura?
Actually, when I played Levon when we were kids, he always played E4.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So you were used to seeing him in that.
Yeah, and then he made a switch about 5-6 years ago, actually, and just started to play E4 even in the candidates tournament where it was new to him. The E4, he just played it, and I think when I talked to him, he told me it's very important to play the both moves, so you see a lot of different ideas when you play both E4 and D4.
I think for a lot of amateur players in their audience, the move Bishop C4 will come as more than just a surprise. A lot of amateur players would have recaptured the pawn. Why does White play Bishop C4 in that particular moment, not just recapture the pawn on D4? Or
Bishop C4 is the third most popular move in this position. Of course, the more popular.
A Lapin variation with Bishop E3. Magnus didn't go for the pawn pawn grubber. He played D7, D6, and we'll catch up quickly to the players as they sped their way through the same handbook of opening theory, Bishop C4. Love that move. If you think about, I love the strategy of chess, and for me, when I think strategy, I think about the pieces and what's my good piece, what's my bad piece. I present this position to any student, and I say, what is black's good and bad pieces? They're supposed to recognize that the bishop on C8 is passive, and Magnus, the world's #1 player, says, well, let's get rid of it. Because
so Magnus sacrificed the exchange, if he believes in, strength of the two bishops, especially that bishop on D4 is very, very strong, and now he's supported by C5. Levon did play the novelty in this game, according to my database, the move knight D4, so maybe we can go a few moves back to see. He didn't have to give up the pawn on D4, but he thought maybe he's better in this position, but I think the position is very unclear. So if we go back to this moment where he played the move knight E4, in this position I have 2 games in the database, and of course the very logical move is just to play bishop E5 here, because the bishop on F6 is getting very active and putting pressure on D4. So after bishop E5 you have a very safe position, but it's about equal only. but after that, after the move knight E4, now inviting bishop takes D4 and now bishop D6. You cannot move the rook because the bishop is hanging, so C5 is the only move. And now bishop F8, there are 2 options here.
Has been played.
Yeah, bishop F8 is more ambitious move. He could have also played the move bishop takes C5 if you wanted to go for more sort of equal, stable position, knight C5. But black doesn't have any problems in this position. In fact, after queen C7, rook F8, maybe it's even slightly preferable to play for black in this position. So he took on F8, and now
what we call compensation is don't look at what came off the board, look at what stays on the board. And what stays on the board is this very impressive dark square bishop.
Block bishops are very good.
Yes, eyeballing F2, B2, and like you were just saying, put the bishop on D5, and both bishops look very good. Rook to D8 on black's agenda. From white's perspective, I wouldn't want to take away the 2 bishops from black, so I would probably be itself, but an
Let's give
intriguing.
up b2 pawn.
Yeah, that is
So that would give black 2 pawns.
an equal material
For the exchange,
balance.
so, right.
Exactly. Jumping to the game of Wesley So, because I found that whole line. We have our first result in round 5.
Levon and Magnus have drawn their game.
What
Which was
happened?
expected, I think.
Well, it was like 2 pawns for an exchange, and the players